Welcome on into the fun that is the Twin Cities in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Just trying to make our way out of here, and then we got to go all the way down into Iowa yet tonight, so we can pick up another trailer and go home. Looking at another, I don't know, probably 6-7 hours before I'm done. It's going to depend on how bad the roads get. Once we get south, they were pretty icy on the way up. I'm hoping they've kind of melted at this point, but I'm going to guess that we're still going to have some pretty decent slick spots on the way down, and that'll definitely slow us down a bit. But for now, we're just going to keep going south, get out of the Twin Cities, and see what traffic is today. Wasn't too bad on the way up, a little heavy, but we'll see if we get stuck in anything on the way down. We don't have to go too far, about an hour and a half south, and then another hour south into Iowa. Traffic overall is just heavy today, but it's not too bad. However, we'll stick in the slower lane, kind of ride with this other truck on the way through. I've got my third axle down right now, just because once I get south and I start hitting ice, I would like to have a little bit more traction when we get down there. All right. Well, we should be out of the cities in about 20 minutes, hopefully. As long as traffic holds up and we don't run across any accidents. I didn't see anything on the way up here, but I've also been sitting up here a little bit, so we'll kind of see what it takes to get out of here today. If everything's flowing good, we'll jump out in the hammer lane before long and we'll start moving with traffic. Right now, we're just going to ride her nice and slow on the way out, and let's see what kind of crap we can see with people driving. It'd be really cool if you stayed in your lane. Thank you. It's always good when people want to say hi, but you know, doing it from their lane is probably a better idea. Coming over to my lane to visit, yeah, it's not a good idea. Not usually. Once we get out, got an ambulance coming on, running lights. Looks like they're going to be riding in front of us too. Alright, well, there's that. set off my truck? That fucking hell. Good God. Well, I'm glad it's finally coming off the hood because I wasn't able to get it off the ice scraper. I just didn't expect it to start doing it now. Lord. Alright, note to self. Find a better way to do that. God, that scared the crap out of me. That must have been down on my grill or something. It doesn't look like anything's actually come off my hood. It's been frozen on there for like 3 days now. I took the top layer of snow off, tried to go at it with the ice scraper, but I didn't want to start scratching the shit out of the truck. The good news is I have a lot of trailers sitting up above my truck, so anything that does fly backwards, it's gonna smack my trailer. Not go anywhere else. Alright, coming up to the 65. I guess let's get a little speed and hope we don't have more break off. We might have to stop and break some of that off ourselves if we can. I've got my ice scraper with me, but well, come on in. Sorry, I just had ice break off on the front of my truck. I'm thinking it came off my grill and smacked the windshield, scared the crap out of me. We are running south up here in Minneapolis, Minnesota, making our way down. Got to swap trailers and then off to Mason City, Iowa. So we're just trying to get out of here, and actually we're doing a pretty good job right now. Traffic's, I would say, light for the cities. So as long as we don't get stuck once we hit the valley, which I'll show you what that is when we get up here. As long as we don't get stuck in traffic there, we should be good to keep on rolling. Right now we're just going to hammer down and try to make up for some time because we got stuck up in the cities. I will definitely say hi to Slipknot. I grew up listening to Slipknot. I always forget about that when I'm down there. But I don't get too far south into Iowa. I run dedicated recycling. Anytime. I think my favorite song from back in the day by them was Wait and Bleed or Custer. I had an old boombox set up in my garage and I'd sit out there and drink and just jam. And it was a good time. Man, that was way back in the day though. So we're going to be coming up to what's called the valley up here. It's a downhill, uphill with the bridge in between. Traffic can either flow through it or it'll back up, and we'll find out. Looks like we are rolling through it. Sweet, sweet. Oh, there you go. Nice. Yeah, that's a good song. That's a great song by them. God, I gotta get some Slipknot going in here before long. That's a band I haven't listened to in a while. looks like we're gonna roll the hammer lane through the construction zone. That should be a good time. Yeah, actually, we might have a window. We'll get in that slow lane if we can. Trying to ride the hammer lane out through the construction zone just isn't the best of times. It's pretty snug, and then when you come out, you're in the hammer lane on the other side. And it's right at the bottom of a hill, so trying to get up and out of here in that lane, yeah, it's a good way to have some road rage. So we just ride the middle lane all the way out. The right lane on the other side turns into an exit-only lane. And usually by the top of the hill, I'm only doing about 55. I'm empty, but I'm 45,000 pounds empty, so not super light. That is definitely the question. To take a garden hose and make a slip knot out of it, yeah, I'm all ears for it. Hell yeah, 2 slip knot, 4 slip knot. And now I already know my whole way home from Iowa on the crap roads, I'm gonna be in here just jamming the slip knot. Roll up to some family at a stoplight with that crap rolling, just look down at them and be like, that's right, this is what truckers listen to. As I take a bite of like a frickin' onion or something. Yeah, anything I can do to freak people out it's my day. It's what I do. All right, let's see if we can't get out of here at a decent speed. Probably not. You know, that's what I'm missing for a tattoo. A good slip knot tattoo. I go by the TattedLorax on here because I have my entire chest, my back, both my arms are tattooed. I got some space I'm gonna have filled in here in my arms, but I'm pretty well tatted up, and I look like the Lorax. So, you know, that's kind of how the name came to be. I finally got a hat. Oh, here, I'll even show you that. I finally got a hat that says it. I should have picked a different color because I'm always wearing high vis, but yeah, I don't care. I don't really dress for success or beauty anymore. I mean, I never did, but need to get myself like a high vis slip knot shirt now, especially when it gets closer to the warm weather. I mean, it's warming up. You know, I think we're into the low teens right now, so it's warming up here, but oh, it's got me thinking now. But let's flip you guys back around. As we get south, we'll hit some pretty fun ice roads. It'll be patches of ice, and yeah, you'll see people panic, and you know, that's kind of the worst thing you can do on the ice roads is start to freak out and panic. But the good news is we don't tailgate, so we'll be all right. Even if we do see a car spin out, we'll be just fine. But up here in southern Minnesota, Saturday night, we had a sorry, your message got held for review. Yeah, dude, you gotta watch out up here. You never know what you're gonna run into in the Twin Cities, and I mean, people panicking on the ice. Yeah, you just never know, man. Hey, I grew up on Slipknot and Disturbed, Godsmack. I've got my daughter dancing and jamming out to it with me. It's a good time. We'll sit and dance in my living room in PJs, just jamming to some metal. She's almost 2 years old. Yeah, she loves it. It's a good time. But it's one of them days. Started out a little rough. Oh, where was I? Sorry. Saturday, we had a blizzard warning. Started out with thunder, ice, rain. So like a thunderstorm and ice rain mix. And then we just got hit with hours of snow and heavy wind. And it shut the state down. 2 days ago and yesterday, the state was shut down pretty good. We still ran a load yesterday and it wasn't too bad. Iowa was shut down, so we'll see what the roads are looking like down that way now. Or at least once we get down there. And then on the way home, we're gonna run the back roads. So I'm sure that'll be a fun drive. I don't know if I'll keep the stream running that long. Might, just for the fun of it. Had a pretty good time this morning doing a live stream. Got stuck, had to get pulled out by a 80,000 pound front end loader. Swap my trailers around. Had a lot going on today. Now we're just trying to maintain speed and fight the wind to get out of here, but truck's having a hard time doing it today. Probably hasn't bounced back completely from my fuel filter being gelled up. I mean, by this point it should have, unless I need to change the filter, which that could always be. Yeah, I see you back there, car. Let me get over so you can merge. There you go. Yeah, Godsmack. I grew up on listening to the old school Godsmack. Yeah, running smooth. I think my favorite was either Greed or Vampire. Used to jam out to that, playing, playing like PlayStation 2 or Xbox. Oh yeah, some old school Grand Theft Auto, San Andreas. All the nostalgia. I think I might be looking at getting a PS5 before long. Nice. You're down trucking in Illinois? I'd be curious to see what the northbound, just a heads up, right over the crest of the hill, you guys are going to be hitting a slowdown. Got a tractor blowing some snow up ahead with a couple salt trains falling behind them. You're going to want your hammer lane. Unless they move sides, you're going to want your hammer lane. My apologies, that was for northbound.
Much appreciated. Much appreciated, sir. We just wondering who else was going to start talking about it.
That's a 10-4. Be safe out there, driver. Be safe. Keep her upright.
Hey, sir. What a Minneapolis area. They speak Somali up here.
Gonna have to turn that down before I get something bad on here. Oh, nice, man. Yeah, yep. Team driving's the way to do it. You make some good money doing team driving. Oh, they're already slowing down right there. Yeah, you guys are probably going to be sitting in traffic up until the split is where they're sitting at right now. All right, there's another ice chunk. Good Lord. Nice.
There you got a cloud on top of that overpass.
just sitting in the slow lane, but you know how it goes with merging up here. Anything that turns into a bottleneck, everybody panics. Yeah, hopefully they split off and they're off the highway by the time things get actually rolling, but otherwise you'll want to grab that hammer lane. But just at the overpass for exit 81, you're going to want to start backing her down. Traffic looked like it was crawling at about 5 miles an hour back there. Hey, you have a great day. Drive safe. You have a great day out there. Please drive safe. And yeah, prayers for the truckers out there. Hey, I welcome everybody on in the same way. Welcome on in, my friend. Thanks for joining in. I bet Washington's a good time right now. I can't imagine what you guys got hit with for weather out there, but we're cruising in Minnesota right now, down in the southeastern part, making our way down to swap some trailers, and then we got to go all the way down to Iowa yet tonight and pick up a loaded one for the morning. Sorry, you'll hear my CV going off here. I'm just trying to give a heads up to northbound about traffic backing up. Not too bad right now, but as we get further south, we're going to start hitting some of the slicker ice roads, ice covered patches, and hopefully some of it's melted, but I'm gonna guess not. There you go. Not too many people rock the CVs anymore. Yeah, it's I got an old school one I picked up about 2 months ago off an old timer, and I can reach Puerto Rico and all the way over to California and down to Florida, so it's got some good reach. Hang on one second, I'm going to let northbound know. Northbound, exit 81. You guys are going to be coming to a dead stop slowdown. I'm going to want that hammer lane. Got some snow clearing going on up ahead. Welcome on in. Yeah, so far the weather's not doing too bad. It's still it's been chilly. Outside of that, as we go south, we'll just be hitting some ice patches, but as long as we keep it straight, we shouldn't have a problem. And probably keep our distance, because everybody else is going to panic once we hit it. It looked like it was a lot worse on the northbound side, but I'm sure the southbound side is still going to have its spots, so we'll see what we run into. Try to keep giving northbound a heads up here. Northbound. Exit 81. You guys are going to be coming to a slowdown. You're going to want to grab the hammer lane. Last time I checked, traffic was at 0, moving 0 miles an hour through there. Nice. Yeah, there you go. I still got to get mine set up in my pickup, but it's going to be a little bit. Yeah, they're good to have. They do come in handy at times. I just wish more people ran them, because over some of the weather we've had up here in Minnesota, you know, there's been quite a few fatalities, especially in I-35, and you know, it makes me wonder how many of those could have been prevented with a CB. Right now we are I-35 southbound, not too far from Northfield, Minnesota. We got to go down, drop a trailer, grab a different empty, and then we're heading down to Mason City, Iowa. And it looks like we got a plow coming on here too, so I'm going to jump this hammer lane. Northbound, up ahead, exit 81. Exit 81 was the last spot I saw. You're going to have traffic coming to a dead stop. Looks like you're going to be bottlenecking and want to grab that hammer lane. Just giving you guys a heads up on that side. Yeah, we're just making our way south. We got out of the Twin Cities pretty okay. Traffic was moving. And now it's just going to be fighting some of the crap roads on the way down. Once we leave Iowa with a loaded trailer, we're going to be playing on the back roads on the way home. So hopefully they're holding up. Otherwise, I might have to take the interstate. It's going to add some time that I really don't want to add today. We do also have to make a special stop to grab some number one on the way down, in case it freezes again overnight and I don't have to, so I don't have to fight it in the morning. You are dead right correct, sir. That is definitely a problem that has been getting cleaned up finally, and you know, hopefully some harsher restrictions come on the road. My hope as so I'm also a CDL instructor, and my other hope is that they actually start putting in some longer requirements through the schooling for truck drivers, specifically for students getting their CDL would have to do an actual amount of hours with me or an actual amount of mileage. Right now there's not really a set standard. The big thing that they do with me is I'm supposed to have them for 40 hours, and I really struggle to let them go at that point. If I don't feel they are ready, I don't let them go do their test. They sit with me until they are good to go. And the school doesn't like it, but that's kind of too bad, because I'm not putting somebody on this road that I feel might be a danger to others or themselves. They hired me to do my job, and that's exactly what I'm going to do, regardless of what they want to make for money. So that's just another battle on a different side, which I should probably do some more videos on that, or even some live streams at home about it, and get into some good educational conversations. But as of right now, as I'm just trying to get this channel rolling, I just like to do live streams while going down the road and shorts. I don't really do any videos as of right now, but in due time I think we'll start doing some more. Just trying to get to the warmer weather, and well, I got a lot of crap at home with the family too, so it's kind of tricky to run a YouTube channel and have family and work 60-70 hours a week like I do. I should say my last month I've actually been working like 55, so it's been pretty nice to have a little breather. But this week I might be screwed. I'm behind on running loads right now, so I got a lot of catch up to play. Northbound, and if any of you guys got ears on over there, once you get up towards exit 81 for Lakeville, you're going to want to grab the hammer lane. Traffic was at a dead stop when I came out of there. There was some snow removal going on in the slow lane. But we do have good cloud coverage today, so actually we might be able to pick up some skip from Puerto Rico today. Usually I can when there's good cloud coverage. So let's see here. Jump up on channel 40. Lorax 507, Lorax 507 out of Minnesota, just waving hi, seeing if anybody can pick me up. Picking up anybody there. I did momentarily, but turn that down so it's not super annoying. Yeah, my average for hours is 60 to 70. It kind of depends on the flow of recycling, and I'm the only driver that does recycling for my area. So when it's when we got a lot of recycling, my hours go up pretty dramatically. And it's got its days. You know, there's definitely days where I've been stuck in some pretty bad weather situations and I've wound up working, you know, 80 hours, 90 hours in the week. And that really sucks. But then I have slow weeks or slow months like this where, you know, I'm only pushing 50 to 60 hours and it's a lot easier to manage. But going down the road, I mean, it's not too bad. I'm home every night at least. It's just I spend a lot more time in my semi than I do at home. So like I have a fridge in my truck, even though I'm in the cab, because I'm just in so much that it kind of became a necessity so I don't have to really stop for anything. Food and fuel, and that's about it. I don't really stop for anything else. This truck's pretty much rolling the entire time unless I'm getting unloaded or swapping trailers. Yeah, I was hearing something coming through on the CV, but it kind of depends on where I'm at up here. I might be able to pick them up a little bit better when I'm running south, or as I get further south, but we'll kind of find out here. That was just channel 19. That was just a standard CV19 channel. If I try to listen to like Puerto Rico, I'll jump up between channel 38 and 40. Let me see what my frequency counter says for that channel. So it's going to be frequency 27.4, I think it's 0.41. My counter says 0.4049, but it runs a little bit different than, I've got a little bit of a different setup. Usually pick up quite a bit of traffic, but I'm not hearing a whole lot coming through today. jump up on a different band and see if I can catch anything. Catching much on the high side right now. Oh, hold on a second. What was that? I saw my needle spike, so somebody's around these channels. Just gotta see if I can find them. Well, I can't see I have seen a Smoky at all around my area. I'm sure they're pretty busy dealing with crash reports today. Channel 40. Yeah, I'm not catching a whole lot right now. Might not have the greatest conditions for reaching out today. Got something. Yeah, I got something on this. Let's see if I can tune into it. Lorax 507, just reaching out here from Minnesota, waving hi, seeing if anybody's hearing me. Picked something up, but I think I lost the signal. We're just running an older Detroit with some 5-inch stacks on it. Not super high horsepower or anything. I may be pushing 450 out of this truck. I've got 390 gear ratios sitting on the back drives. I wish it was a little stronger because I pull pretty heavy. So it would be nice if it had a little more oomph to it, but it does get the job done. It does everything I need it to, I should say. Plus, I love the sound the Jake brakes make. I do enjoy that quite a bit. Yeah, I'm guessing we don't have the greatest conditions today for reaching out. I was able to pick somebody up, but I couldn't make out the signal well enough to actually hear anything. I might be able to as we get a little further down, because that seems to be what I'm picking up. There's something south. So the radio that we're running, I'm pushing out about 100 watts of modulation. I believe that's how you say it. It's an older Galaxy GX44V. I thought I bought a CV off the guy, but I actually bought a 10-meter radio and didn't realize it. So, kind of a new hobby that I just found myself in. Radio 1-2, waving high from Minnesota, just seeing if I can tune into a frequency here. Yeah, I can hear their Roger beep. TattedLorax 507, Minnesota, I'm trying to tune into you right now. I hear your Roger beep coming through. Yeah, I can hear him coming through, but I'm having a hard time narrowing down the signal. Yeah, the truck is a screamer, but doesn't really pull all the greatest. Yeah, the Detroit part. Yeah, you already know. It's good at making noise, but it's not good at getting the thing moving. Let's try channel 40 again. Radio 1-2, TattedLorax 507 here in Minnesota, just waving high, seeing if anybody's picking up what I'm putting down. Yeah, if you do it right, I mean, if you do it right, you can get through a lot of crap with just your Jake brakes. I generally try not to use my brakes much when I'm in the cities, and just stick to running my jake brakes, but it doesn't always pan out the best. Oh, hey, there we are. We got something. Well, I picked up something. I heard a Roger beep come through, but I must not have the best conditions for today. So it looks like we'll just stick on channel. Especially as we're going south here with the ice coming. Probably should keep my ears on. Probably let northbound know. Well, we're far enough south that by the time they get up there, it's going to look a lot different. You have a great day. Thank you for joining in and checking it out. I always love getting conversations here. We're going to do what we can, and we're going to keep it thumbing down the line. Chatting with you. I hope you have a wonderful day and be safe. I greatly appreciate your time in here. So as we're going south here, we should start seeing some more ice patches on the road. We just have to kind of keep our eyes glued, keep the truck straight and the trailer behind us. We're going to go swap out trailers. Hopefully I don't get stuck again trying to do that. Pick up some paperwork and off to Iowa we'll go. And we'll see what it looks like as we get down south. Might wind up having to stop somewhere for lunch. That or I just might push it. We'll see. And we'll just keep doing what we do. But right now we're fighting some wind, fighting some hills. Trying to get this thing rolling. I didn't think the wind was going to be this bad on the way south, but so we're just coming into Owatonna here in Minnesota. We'll be on I-35 south for a little bit yet until we get down to Albert Lee. You can kind of see some of the ramps are still pretty crap up here, so please be careful when you're getting on and off the interstate today. And this is probably where we're going to start seeing more ice patches on the road, which hopefully people don't panic too much and we don't have to try and hit our brakes when we're on it. And that's usually where it gets a little hairy, but until then, we're doing okay. But welcome on in, everybody. If you're new to my live stream, I go by the Lorax. I've been driving for about 8 years. I'm also a CDL instructor, if I could ever English properly. And this is what I do full time. I do CDL instructing part-time. It's usually when there's only warm weather. Don't like to try and teach in winter. I think it'd be a good course to do, like a winter driving instruction, but I wouldn't even know the first way to set that one up. So maybe that's something I can try and look into as I go. but I also do a lot of educational videos for students that I'm still in contact with or follow me, and I definitely need to start making some more videos about getting into this industry, things to watch for. I'm not saying I'm a professional at it. I'm not, the most knowledgeable or whatever, but I do like to try and help people out where I can, because this industry can definitely make or break you. You're either going to love it or you're going to hate it. That's really all there is to it. I mean, if you're with a good company, you'd be surprised how long you can last in this industry. If you're with a bad company, you'll burn out really quick, and you'll never want to touch a truck in your life. And I don't blame you. Bad weather can definitely be stressful in these things, just knowing what they're capable of. Thankfully, I've driven in some really horrible conditions, so it doesn't really cause me a lot of fear or panic when I get into these kind of conditions, but we just got to play it safe and watch out as we're going here. Good news is the roads look like they're pretty well cleared up, actually, so that's kind of nice. We might not be playing on too many bad roads until we're coming back from Iowa. I get a feeling the back roads are not going to be the greatest to drive on, but we should be all right. Too far from being through Owatonna. Pretty smooth sailing so far. Oh, that's a nice looking cab over. Don't see many of those. Down, and until we start hitting bad roads, we shouldn't have to worry too much. Once we get down to Elberly, we do have to go on some back roads, so I'm sure we'll do a little slipping and sliding, but we'll try our best not to. In a governed truck, so I can't go super fast. I can go a little bit faster than some other trucks, but not very fast. noticed this yourselves, but a lot of these bigger name companies seem to have upped the speed on their trucks. Like Heartland Express never used to be able to go 70. They were always at 68. There's a few other big companies that I've noticed that the trucks have been able to start moving a little bit faster. It's not a big deal, but I'm just wondering if anybody else out there has noticed that, because you know, a lot of these trucks are governed, and the standard was like 65, right? But nowadays, it seems like some of them are getting the ability to go up to 68, 70. Oh, come on, Harlan. I need to come over there. I gotta get out of this lane. Or, sorry, it was a Holland Express. Cell phone's got some ears on them. I'm not seeing anybody with a CV on that side right now. Yeah, so earlier on the way up on the northbound side, there were just patches and patches of really thick ice. So I'm curious if it melted a little bit anyways. Oh, that's, what the hell is that? That doesn't seem like a good move. Dude's gonna cause a wreck the way he's driving. That being said, thank you guys for joining in, checking it out as we've been going south. I'm gonna go get my trailer swap, probably grab some lunch, and then I will do another live video as we go down to Iowa and see if the roads hold up or not. I'm kind of curious because they had Albert Lee all the way down to Des Moines shut down for like the entire day, so that's a lot of interstate to have closed down. So as we make our way down, we'll see what the interstate looks like when we jump back on a live stream. But I want to say thank you guys all for jumping in, checking it out, seeing what my Monday through Friday looks like, and just some of the situations that I wind up getting into. But I hope you all have a wonderful day. I'm going to sign out here as the Lorax, and thank you guys so much for checking it out. I hope you have a wonderful day and you all stay safe. We'll see you guys here in a bit.